chains on tap. Yeah, we're ringing the bell. Stories from the circle that we're dying to tell. With a cold beer in hand and a disc in the other. Throwing down lines like a long lost brother. From the T-pad box to the bottom of the cup. Chains on tap, yeah, we're filling it up. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's a Tuesday and it's time for a podcast with your hosts, Chris and PJ here. We're about to get this show started. Once again, we're back. Hopefully you checked the last episode, which was the Thursday episode of us throwing the Arachnid and having Falling Branches Redemption beer. It
was the Highland Fields.
Mm-hmm. And if you check that podcast out on that past Tuesday, we talked about all the accessories that you would want to bring to a disc golf course, put it in your bag, and what would be the best for you.
Yeah, and actually we got a video response on that, and somebody said something else to add to the bag.
Yeah, no, we did. So guys, yeah, we talked about all the accessories in your bag and what to bring to the disc golf course, from towels to chalk bags to chalk, to what type of bag you should probably get, to you had your band, your exercise band, to a water bottle, to extra socks.
Yes, very important.
Very important. And if you didn't see that episode yet, take a look at it. Also, guys, we are now on Castbox, I think it's called.
You signed us up for it, so I have no idea.
I think it's called Castbox, guys. Take a look at it. Castbox and Spotify, and where all you get your, hopefully will be more platforms for podcasts. But for right now, take a look at Spotify and Castbox. They have all the podcasting stuff. And then also, too, if you guys are listening on Castbox or Spotify, take a look at our YouTube channel, because that's where you're going to have the live version of our show with all of the pictures and the other edits that I put in. And then also on Thursdays, the disc reviews gets dropped on the YouTube channel at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. for the podcast, 7 p.m. for the disc reviews on Thursday.
Yep.
So, you know what time it is?
I think it's beer 30.
It's beer 30. We're going to get this episode started, and I am the one that brought the beer today.
Yep.
So I went to the liquor store, and I pulled out... It's another IPA. I'm a big IPA fan. And this one is called Manor Hill. It's by Manor Hill Brewing, and it's Hill IPA. It's an American IPA at 6.8 alcohol. It's got a nice little can. I'll show it to the audience there. It is called Manor Hill IPA. It's got a looks like a hop. I'm thinking a hop
Yeah, it's got to be a hop
logo.
Yeah.
And it's yellow and black. And
with little cows on the back.
Oh, it's got little cows on the back.
Yeah, look at that detail.
Oh, that's very nice. Manor Hill, they're family owned, farm brewed. I don't know where. Does it have a location? Is it in Maryland? I'm thinking it is Maryland.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Oh, Ellicott City.
Oh.
Ellicott City. Canned by Manor Hill Brewery, Ellicott City, Maryland. So, you ready to test this out?
Yeah.
All right, let's crack it open. Oh,
wow.
Whew.
Had a kick to her.
I know. That was a big kick. Definitely an IPA.
Yes,
for sure.
A very strong IPA.
A very strong IPA.
It's good, though.
Yeah, no. It's got a good little kick at the beginning. Nice little bite. But I like it. It's smooth.
Yeah, there's really no aftertaste.
No, not at all. But, you definitely get hit by some hops. What is it mixed with?
This is on the back.
Flaked oats, wheat.
So Vienna malt.
Yep.
Munich malt, Manor Hill Farms.
Yeah.
Corn. It's their corn.
Yeah, it's their corn. It's pretty good. But it's definitely a beer that we will enjoy this episode. What do we talk about?
I think we should jump into beginner mistakes, since we're staying on the beginner topic.
Okay. Let's go into beginner mistakes.
And there could be a lot of those. So I have a big list here, and we'll just go down them and see which one we want to touch on.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Sounds good to me.
Let's start with...
I know I've got a lot of beginner mistakes.
So do I.
When we first started, I can name one right away. When we first started, we threw the disc wrong. Totally wrong.
Yes, 100%.
We thought it was like an ultimate Frisbee disc.
Yeah, well, the other problem is you watch people throw, and they tell you how to throw, like, oh, get more distance this way or that way, get 20 more feet. Well, I'm just trying to get 100 feet.
Yeah. No, the YouTube generation, as I call it. And Tiger Woods, I know he's not in the limelight right now, but he had he had a nice quote. Yeah, cheers, Tiger. But he had a nice quote one time. Somebody asked him, he was on a driving range, and he said, what advice could you give or that you would give to an amateur golfer right now? And Tiger Woods turned to him and said, stop watching explicit word YouTube.
Can you beep out on this channel?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna drop it. But yeah, he basically said that because it's true. So many people are on that want that. Hey, who can help me? We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Castbox. We're talking to our audience right here, and we're trying to give advice. But at the same time, we want you to take that advice, but also use it in your own words. Like, I think it's good to watch somebody and see their grip, but not use some parts of it. But you got to find your own way.
Yeah, 100%. Just like we were playing the other day, and you showed me your grip, and I was like, hey, try my grip. Try that modified fan grip. And you've been practicing, and it's really worked in your favor.
Yeah, no, it has definitely worked in my favor, and it's so much better than what I was throwing before. My hand position was in a terrible position, and of course, I was watching YouTube, trying to get advice from different players, different throwers, and everybody's hands are different. Everybody's sizes are different. I mean, and I think that's one of your topics right here, is hand position, right?
Yeah, it's like 10th on the list, but yeah, grip is very important. Find your grip that's comfortable. Yeah, watch YouTube. They'll show you where to line your fingers up, stuff like that. But modify your grip to where it's comfortable. You don't have to death hold it.
Yeah, no. You don't have to death grip it and really hold it tight and try to really whip it through. I mean, I think the biggest takeaway of this whole topic of your grip is to find your own path and really feel what's comfortable for you. I think the power grip and the modified fan grip are great grips that you've taught me, but I think it's all about where your hand wants to fall on the disc.
Yeah, and shake hands with the disc. You don't have to kill it. Don't hold on to it like you're trying to strangle it. Shake hands with it. Pretend it's a towel or whatever they tell you to do on YouTube, but just pretend you're shaking somebody's hand. Not too firm. You don't want to hurt them, and that will help you so much, and you won't grip lock as much either.
I didn't even think about that, but that is completely right. Like, you want to kind of shake hands with it.
Well, everybody tells you to roll a towel up and like flail it around and stuff like that when you're a kid, like about to hit somebody with it. But I always think of just shaking hands with the disc.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. What else you got?
All right, next one is arm strength versus rotation. So basically, when you start getting into disc golf and you learn the technique, a lot of people try to power through the disc, meaning when they grab the disc to throw it, they try to use all their arm muscle. You don't need to do that. If you look into proper technique, it's when you're about to release, it's folding in your wrist to give it that pop and that rotation. So it's not just all arm. So no bicep, tricep. Arm's a very big part of it, but the rotation will get you farther than just trying to throw it as hard as you can.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there 100%. Get that rotation and follow through.
Yep. And then the next one is your specialty, nose up.
Yeah, I do that. I tend to do that a lot where I throw my disc nose up. And what PJ's talking about, I'm going to grab the disc right here in front of us.
The giant.
Maybe not. Because it's going to.
Let's
maybe.
do that.
All right. So I'm going to grab it. And what PJ's talking about is when I throw up this way instead of level or down. And when I throw up, your disc goes up and it just doesn't go really far.
No, it usually goes up, catches wind, then tombstone's really bad.
Yeah. And like I see my sons, when they throw their disc, especially Maverick, he's been really throwing nose up and he's got no distance. And I tell him all the time, like, hey, throw it down, like towards the ground. And it's hard too, like for a new beginner to realize that you have to throw it like across and down. You don't want to go up with your arm because you think like, for me, when I think I'm throwing, I want to go up so I get more distance. But really, I'm just killing the disc and what it's supposed to be doing.
Well, you're also losing rotation, going straight up. The biggest thing to take away from that is you want to kind of pretend to throw at the ground, but not really aim towards the ground. I think the biggest thing about that is when you step into your throw, a lot of people take the weight off their front foot, their plant foot, and lean back. When you lean back, you're automatically changing your angle. And that could be a whole nother topic especially for hyzer and anhyzer situations. Yeah. But don't lean back. Just step forward, step into it, but keep your center balance right in the middle.
Yeah.
and just don't lean back when you throw, because you'll go nose up every time. And if you look at a modified fan grip, make sure when you're wrapping that finger, you're leaving a little bit of finger meat on the top of the disc to help with the nose up angle.
Yeah. No, definitely. I agree with that.
And the next one would be rounding.
Oh, yeah.
That one's a little harder to, I guess it's really not much harder to explain. When you throw a disc, you always want to come straight across. That helps you aim, helps you get power. That power pocket you'll hear 1,000 times from disc players. When you round, it's like throwing a regular Frisbee. So instead of going straight across, you're bringing your arm out. When you bring your arm out, it loses accuracy, loses spin, and you'll end up throwing in the woods 200 feet the wrong direction.
Yeah. And these discs aren't made to throw them rounded. Like these discs are made to cut through the air and if you don't throw it the right way, you're not going to be able to use what the disc is supposed to do. Like these numbers are supposed to, the speed, the glide, the fade, and the turn. If you're going to throw it with a rounded throw, you're not going to allow the disc to do hyzer back or anhyzer or actually give you that S pattern.
Yeah, so the S pattern comes from proper rotation in the disc. If you don't get the disc rotated enough as it's spinning through the air, you won't get the shapes it's supposed to do. I mean, you might, especially with lighter weight discs. That's why a lot of people say, get a lighter weight disc for amateur, because you won't get that spin yet. But if you're not getting the proper rotation, you will never see your S or your hard hooks or what you want the disc to do. It might go straight for you, it might not, but chances are you're going to grip lock it the wrong way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I was chuckling because there's a bird on the roof right now.
It's trying to get in here. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's tearing siding.
Homeboy is trying his hardest to get in here. I heard him. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? A pterodactyl coming at us? We're on Jurassic Park over here.
He's trying to get a sip of this beer.
Yeah, trying the Manor Hill IPA. I do like the colors. I'll have to say that about the beer. It's a yellow and black. So they're going off of like the Maryland flag, I'm guessing, with the yellow and black, and also that hop color. And when I first saw Manor Hill, I thought it was more in the Baltimore County region, like Carroll Manor area. But then when I read it, I was like, Manor Hill. And then now Ellicott City, I guess there's the breweries in Ellicott City.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Yellow Pages, like the phone books.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, I can see that.
You see the color and the page color and all that stuff.
I can see that. I can definitely see back then, man, when you had to call your friends. And oh my gosh, I remember as a kid, like looking up addresses. Nowadays, these kids are so spoiled. They can just look at everything on the phone, Google it.
What are you talking? We do that now.
Yeah, we do.
But we're old.
Yeah, I remember my mom was like, go through the pages, try to find this person. And I'm like, what? And then you're trying to find businesses too, like to help you out.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh my gosh, those were the days.
But I wonder what's with our color choices. Did we just get sidetracked to yellow and black beers?
I think that draws to the eye. I think yellow and black, the reds, the whites, like just draw us to it. I don't know.
Because we have a theme going on here with white beers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do. South County Premium.
South County. Dundalk's Calling was white and brown.
Dundalk. I think all beers, though. I haven't seen a can yet it's really popped. Other than That's My Uncrusted by Falling Branch Brewery.
Yeah, I love that can. I still love that can. Hands down, the best can we've had.
No, I agree with you there. It's definitely the best.
Can.
I mean, and like I said, that's probably going to live on this show for a very long time.
I think it needs its own shelf.
It does. It definitely needs its own shelf. It's definitely in a league of its own. And I just don't want to even think about it anymore.
Hey, my wife loves it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're a sour drinker, it calls to you. I'm just not a sour drinker. And maybe we need to have another sour on the show.
I might bring you a mead. I like mead.
Yeah. Let's maybe buy a mead. I have one for our topic here.
Sure, why not?
So how about like doing run-ups?
Okay.
If you're a new beginner, should you be running up on a tee pad if you have like a 350-foot par 3?
No. I think if you're a beginner just dipping your toes in the water, you should plant your feet, shoulder width apart, whatever you're comfortable. The disc is going to go. The object is to get the disc to the basket. when you're first playing, don't worry about the par or how much the numbers are or
Yeah.
any of that stuff. Just go out there, have fun, and throw it. Your run-ups are going to cause problems. You're going to lose discs. You're going to end up probably hurting yourself, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
And you just want to stand there.
Yeah.
Stand there, take your time, learn the technique of just right across your chest. And that
Yeah.
will help you so much. And once you get the basics down of that, start a slow run up.
Yeah.
Walk.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
Walk before you run.
Yeah, walk before you run, and definitely for a beginner, you're going to get more feet if you just stand there and do a proper technique across your body through instead of trying to run up, trying to get the X step together and fumbling all over your feet and then laying into it.
Yeah, because the X step's 3 steps.
Yeah.
And when you get into that and you're also thinking about, oh, am I going to hyzer this and hyzer this? Am I leaning back, leaning forward?
Yep.
Where's my plant foot going? Where's my shoulder aiming so I can go towards wherever I'm aiming at?
Yeah.
And then am I going to lose the basket when I put my disc behind me?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And a beginner, you're just trying to get the disc out there, trying to get it go straight and get it as far as you can. But your objective is to actually see what the disc can do.
Yeah, and don't be discouraged. I still have a hard time with the X step.
Yeah.
All the time.
No, me too. Me too. I trip all myself all the time.
Yeah, or I throw the wrong direction.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that could go back into the next topic of stretching. Make stretching and remember that we're not as young as we used to be.
Well, I have them elastic bands for a reason.
That is true. That's why they're in PJ's bag. And I wear an armband too to help this floppy arm from
The noodle arm.
the noodle arm trying to stay together and grabbing all that fat.
But if you think about
together.
you kind of need something to hold yourself together because
Yeah.
you are ripping them discs as fast as you can, as hard as you can.
No, I agree.
And I have a knee brace or a knee sleeve.
Yeah.
For stepping into the throw. And when I learned forehand, I literally almost gave myself tennis elbow.
Yeah, and don't you wear something for your elbow?
Yeah,
Or
I
you used to?
wear a compression sleeve, and if it's hurting more, I'll wear an actual. It's like a Velcro band that wraps around and keeps a point right around your elbow area
Yeah.
to help with tennis elbow. Spoiler: it really doesn't help that much.
Yeah.
It's more like in your head.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, I would definitely get something to protect your elbow. Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
No, I like my sleeve, and maybe it's in my head, but I feel like it definitely helps keep compress, and it goes up from my wrist all the way up to almost my under armpit.
Yeah.
And I like how it keeps it tight.
100%. What kills forehand is people, as soon as they flick the disc, they stop.
Yeah.
And that sudden stop's what hurts your arm.
Yeah.
But they don't really tell you that when they're telling you on YouTube how to throw a forehand.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
that
point.
follow through.
Yeah.
Same with baseball. You're not just going to hit the ball and stop where you hit the ball.
Yeah.
You're going to follow through the whole time.
Yep. Yeah, no, 100%.
And do that, and you'll have distance to that forehand. I'm telling you, honestly.
Oh, yeah. And forehand's a whole different topic. I think right now, if you're a new beginner, backhand should be where it's at. Learning.
100%. And you can go slow with forehand and just do some sitting on a chair and trying to flick. It's mostly in the wrist. Just sit there and flick.
Yeah.
Flick. And just keep doing that until you get a little more comfortable. And then start working out bigger stuff. Because forehand is not just for power.
Yeah.
I mean, approach shots, you use forehand.
Yeah. No, I do. I use it a lot around the basket.
Yep.
Just to try to get it nice. And I feel like I have more touch with my forehand than I do with my backhand.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Me, I don't. I have to power through my forehands to make them work for me.
That's a good point.
But I mean, we can always test that later in the episodes.
Yeah.
So
What do you got?
okay, I have a very important one. Practice your putts.
Practice your putts. Yeah. Definitely could. I am not a. That's one thing in my game that I struggle at. And if I did practice, I'd probably be a lot better.
100%. I mean, go out there, throw 30 discs a day.
And I have a basket in my backyard.
You should be throwing 100 discs a day. That's all you gotta do. Practice from the circles.
Yeah. And I like going back to, I've heard this saying a lot in the golf world is you drive for show and you putt for dough. And I think that same saying can be put in the disc golf world.
They say it a lot.
Is you drive, you throw that disc as far as you can for show. Anybody can throw a disc, but then can you putt from 30 feet? Can you putt from 20 feet?
15.
15,
You know, those,
10, even
those-
5 feet. I've seen people miss a 5 feet.
them short putts
Mhm.
will do you in.
Yeah, especially on elevated baskets. I've seen people miss putts.
Well, that's the thing. It's when you're close, you're like, I'm gonna make this.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm definitely gonna make this. I practice in the backyard and stuff like that, and then you're like, you just throw it
Yeah.
and you miss, and it's
Ye-
embarrassing. Or the wind's blowing.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right.
So practice the putting.
Yeah.
Practice the putting. Your game will improve 100%.
Get yourself a basket. I mean, you can get on Amazon. I know the giants Amazon people are gonna be like, oh my god, Amazon, but like you could probably get. I don't know. Do they sell them on Whatnot? eBay maybe.
eBay. I've never seen them on Whatnot.
Or Facebook Marketplace for that. There's people getting rid of baskets here and there, but like get yourself a nice basket. It doesn't even have to be top of the line. It can be just a starter basket, a travel basket, just something to throw at for the time being, so you can get used to hitting the chains. And
Look up DIY baskets. Honestly,
okay.
people use the old charcoal grills
Oh, really?
and put chains in them, and I've seen crab pots in Maryland.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. I didn't even think about a crab pot, but that'd be cool to use.
And you might have some stuff laying around if you want to throw into a bucket. Throw in a bucket.
Yeah.
I used to be. I fish a lot. When I was learning how to cast, I was throwing into buckets. That's all you need to do. Or honestly, and Chris sees me do it all the time. I'll throw a disc in the yard, and then I'll try to hit that disc with another disc,
Yeah.
and that gives you that approach feel. That's a great practice thing. You don't even need a basket to do that. Baskets are nice if you just want to put a pole in the yard.
Yeah, if you that's exactly right. You can just get a bowl or something, or throw one disc out there and just get that understand how far you're gonna throw, and that what's the word I'm looking for?
Just your distance touch.
Distance touch. Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't need a basket. You don't need a bowl. You don't need any of that stuff. If you want to go cheap, get a stake, like a wooden stake, and stick it in the ground and pretend that's the pole with no chains.
Yeah.
Because you're aiming for the middle of the basket at that point.
Yeah, and I think to put a bow on this topic is don't take this game so seriously.
100%.
Like, let's think about it. It's a hobby for a lot of us. I don't think me or you are going to go pro anytime soon.
No, sky's the limit. I mean,
High hopes over here.
we said that about a podcast. And,
That's true. That's true. But
look at me now.
yeah, look at you. Maybe in 5 years, PJ will be on tour.
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah, amateur pro.
Maybe I'll get out of Division 4. What is that? The bronze division or whatever it's.
I'll be the bag boy.
Yeah, the bag boy over here. But let's just listen. This is a hobby for me and PJ, and it's a lifestyle too. We love disc golf. We love educating everybody about it, and getting out there and playing every weekend is a joy for us if we have time. But at the same time, like, we're not going pro. So like, if we miss a putt, we joke with each other and we're like, oh, we'll get on the next one, and just don't take it so serious.
Yeah, we're not making money with them putts, and that's why I always tell you switch up who's in your bag.
Yeah.
Between sponsorships, you don't have to think about that kind of stuff. Throw whatever you want to throw, putt wherever you want to putt, and just have fun.
Absolutely, have fun. It's the biggest thing. Is have fun, because you're not having fun. What's the point of doing it?
I'll tell you, when you're on a disc golf course, that's all you're thinking about.
Yeah.
It clears your head so much.
Yeah. No, you're
It's
right.
just you and the discs and your buddies just joking around and walking through the woods and laughing. It's funny. It's a funny sport.
Yeah. Now let's get since what's in the bag, I think it's time for PJ's Disc Corner.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the Disc Guy. Get all your disc needs at the Disc Guy LLC, www.discguyllc.com.
.com. Yep. Look at that. You're learning it.
I know. His website's still, I think, under construction.
I haven't checked in a while. I actually haven't talked to him this week.
Oh, we need to talk to him. We
Keep
need
in
to
touch.
keep in touch.
I know he just had an anniversary.
Send him a carrier pigeon.
Ooh.
He had an anniversary. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think he was a wedding anniversary.
Well, congratulations on how many years?
Oh, I need to find that out. We'll touch back.
Congratulations on your anniversary of the Disc Guy. And if you guys are out there, check him out on Whatnot on
eBay.
what nights on Whatnot?
Sundays.
Sundays
Around between 6 and 8.
6 and 8 on Whatnot. Get all your discs. He's got a ton of them ready to drop. So what do you got for this week?
I have since we wanted to do smaller companies.
Yep.
So we've been doing these big beasts. We're going to go to Mint Discs, and we're going to run the Jackalope.
the Jackalope by Mint Discs.
That's a beautiful disc.
And you know what's funny? Me and PJ were just talking about the Jackalope, and it made me think of all you 90s kids out there and 80s and that. If you ever watched the show West Wing, CJ Craig talked about, but it's the Jackal. And I was like, oh, we're going to do the Jackal. And if anybody West Wing fans out there, she does the Jackal. And everybody like Toby and all them get it.
Is that like a dance?
Yeah, it's like, no, it's a rap. She does like this rap about the Jackal.
Well, you're wearing the headphones, so
listen, I couldn't tell you. I can see it playing in my head right now and her moving around and everybody's like going nuts, but
well, maybe Chris will rap for you next time.
maybe next time. Next time, maybe I'll do the Jackal.
Probably. We might have a clip. No, we don't.
No, we don't. TV doesn't work. We're trying to make improvements right here, but let's get into the Jackal. What? No, it's not the. What is this? Is this the Jackalope?
This is the Jackalope. By
The
Mint
Jackalope,
Discs.
not the Jackal. Well, I guess it could be short for Jackal.
It could be. The Jackalope's a mythical creature. It's part rabbit, part deer thing.
Yeah.
It's got horns on it.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah,
Look
it's a
at
cool
that.
disc. It's an 8.5 -2.
So to give our listeners, it is looks like a rabbit with deer horns with sunglasses and a cape on it. And it's called the Jackalope by Mint Discs. I love the logo for Mint Discs.
It's so clean.
It's clean and also it reminds me like Old West,
Mhm.
like the West.
Yeah, like a big sign you would
Where
see.
is Mint Discs at?
I should have looked that up. Unfortunately, I did
Okay.
not.
I think are they from like Texas or out west? I think they were from out west.
probably we could touch base back on
Maybe
that
not.
when
I
we
don't know.
throw it.
When we throw it, yes. On Thursday, guys, when we throw this disc, we'll touch back about where Mint Disc is. What is this disc? It doesn't have numbers on it.
Well, the numbers on the rim. It's an 8.5 -2.1.
8.5 -2.1.
And it's a great beginner disc, honestly. So the problem with that disc you're holding right now is when I bought it, it was cheap, but now it's closer to $30 because it's a first run.
$30?
Yeah, when I bought it, it was like I think 15 because I wanted to try the Jackalope,
Oh my gosh.
and now it's on a rare disc site. And I'm like, oh,
Wow.
that shows you.
Is it
how-
because of the oh my goodness. Sorry for that loud bang. Is it because of the logo?
I think because it's first run.
Oh.
It's their first run Apex plastic.
Ooh, it's an Aplex plastic. That's should be another topic, plastics.
I think it will be because like Mint Disc has 8 plastics, which is pretty good, especially for a smaller company.
Yeah.
A smaller company, but their discs are amazing, honestly, and it looks great.
No, it looks great. It feels great too. It feels like a top of the line disc.
It's comfortable and it's flat too. I like flat discs.
Yeah. The only thing I have to say about this disc is the rim. Do you see that drop?
Oh, it's an 8-speed.
That's a good point. You don't have any other 8 speeds, do you?
Not with me.
Okay.
The only comparison would probably be the Trash Panda Ozone, but we might review that.
Trash Panda Ozone though would have a higher top.
Well, it's more bubbled.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to flatten that disc, so maybe you could forehand it.
I don't know if I have an Ozone. I have is it a zone? Ozone? Is it a
You have an Ozone, yes.
I do.
But we can put that in the review when we throw it.
Yeah. No, we will.
Because we're going to throw it. It's a great disc, great throwing disc. You can get cheaper ones.
Okay.
So the range is $15 to $20, but since it's first run, it's expensive, apparently. And that happens to every disc when they release them. You get a first run, and it usually has a first run stamp.
Yeah.
But you can get it for $15 to $20. I recommend it. It's an 8-speed.
Okay.
You know, for beginners, you don't have to throw it hard.
What other 8 speeds would be out there? I don't even know. I don't even think I have an 8 other than the Trash Panda one. Ozone. I don't think I have because like I'm thinking about I mostly have 9 speeds and then 7 the Maverick.
8's a weird number.
Yeah.
I know Axiom has an 8-speed.
Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head. And then there's one called the Archangel, which is an 8-speed, but it's a -4.
Oh,
I
wow.
think. So
So-
it's hard to throw.
This is a -2.1.
Yeah, -2.1.
Okay.
So, I mean, the Archangel's a great disc. I do have one because you can get them really cheap.
Okay. Who makes Archangel?
And that should be Innova.
Innova. Okay.
And then my favorite company, well, one of my favorite companies, Westside, has the Stag.
Okay.
But I wouldn't really classify it as a beginner disc because it's not It's an overstable disc.
So would you, if you're a beginner, should you throw the Jackal?
100%. I mean, that should be your 9-speed. That you shouldn't go over
I see
that.
what you're saying. Yeah.
8 speeds are weird numbers.
Yeah.
And a lot of companies don't make them. But if you're just getting into the sport and you want something a little faster than a 6-speed, instead of going to the 7, you want something full drive, get the 8 speeds.
Yeah.
8 speeds are great and usually overlooked.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I agree. And it feels so nice by Mint Discs. And I know they're not a huge major company, but they are making some great discs. Like, I like the top, the flatness. And I'm excited to throw this on Thursday.
I think when Mint Disc first came out, it was actually made by MVP.
Okay.
I think so. MVP, I think, helped make their discs, and
Well,
they sold it.
And we can clear that up if it wasn't on Thursday.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, yeah.
But yeah, I would compare it to the Trash Panda Ozone. The Trash Panda Ozone is an 8.6 -3.1, so
Okay.
more beginner friendly.
Yeah.
More Heiser. But if you watched our Arachnid video, Heiser does make a big difference.
Yes. Please, guys, take a look at the Arachnid video. We compared it to the Fox, and you might be surprised.
Yeah, Dave, get your numbers straight.
Dave, get your stuff together. All right.
We love you, Dave.
And please help out with the graphics department. Send me a link. I'll put a little R for you guys. that dope AAA stuff, man. It really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, there was a whole.
And I even thought it was me. I looked back at it and I'm like, you think Chris, you were the one? And then I looked at it, I was like, nah, I was not. And it might be me sitting here on my soapbox, but those graphics, come on, man. Like, help a brother out. Help me out and give me that little R. Or change the font.
Well, I think.
Carrier New, Times New Roman, maybe. Help us out.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, but see, the thing is, when you read directions, do you look at the pictures or do you read the words?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You're going to walk into a hole in that one.
I know. Christina would be all over me on this one.
Don't lie about it.
I look at pictures.
I look at pictures too. So there's a big spider on the front of the Arachnid.
And I do like the spider. It was a really cool idea. But like I said, in that video, you guys will see, like, is it needed? Because you do have the Fox, and it's a whole different topic. But we're here talking about the Jackal. CJ Craig is about to drop. Oh, no, this is the Jackalope.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Oh, no, we'll keep it here. No, but the Jackalope, great disc.
It's a great disc, especially if you don't. Trash Panda's a great company. Love Trash Panda. But if you don't want that -3, that's a perfect disc. Finding that disc is a little harder. You won't get it on Amazon. You have to find it on Whatnot, eBay, mintdisc.com.
Yep.
So it's a little harder to get your hands on. I think that's what hurts the smaller companies.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll get bigger. But hey, guys, to put a bow on this, let's talk about this beer real quick and finish it up.
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
On Thursday, we will be reviewing the Manor Hill IPA, and we'll be throwing the Jackalope by Mint Disc compared to the.
Let's do the Ozone.
We'll do the Ozone.
Why not?
By Trash Panda.
And maybe I'll bring out the Archangel and maybe Axiom's 8-speed too.
Yeah, that would be great. So until next time, guys, take a look at our videos on Thursday for the disc review and beer review, and always on Tuesday for our podcast.
Yep.
So cheers.
And we'll catch you in the next T-Pad.
Catch you on the next T-Pad.